Laban! Malakas na ba yan? Pwede na ba yan? Hello! Hello! Makabagong San Juan! Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, mic check.
We move forward to our second game for our 6-game slate today, and we bring you the action live from Xavier School in San Juan. We now shift our attention to 16 under action between two squads from the North Division who are in the thick of the fight for playoff positioning as we continue the live coverage of the country's premier youth basketball league, Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 2. For our games for today, the 14 under division between San Juan and Marikina are already done. Marikina dominating that game against San Juan, but this time in our 16 under division, we will now be moving forward to. And then, once again, good morning everyone. My name is Roy Sacote. Together with me is Coach Noy Africa and Richie Sangalang on the sidelines. And Coach Noy, what a great display of performance for Marikina in the 14 under division, dominating the games against San Juan. Pero this time, yung mga middle child naman, the 16 under. And etong Makabagong San Juan are coming off a win. Meanwhile, on the other end, Marikina are in a 2-game losing skid.
And again, in that virtual series, we have itong Marikina drawing first blood with their 14 and under squad winning, while itong San Juan not only looking to win, to tie the virtual series, but also to improve to 5-2.
So literal para nagsumbong yung mga bunso sa mga middle child. Pero let's talk about the performance muna neto ng Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors when they won against Davao King Thorns.
A very close win for the San Juan Mighty Warriors. 65-60 in that game. They were able to out-rebound Davao by 15 and also able to dominate the paint, getting 30 points in the paint, also getting 23 second chance points in that game. Player who did very well, Dwayne Nonato, he's one of the forgotten guys, especially with guys like Rob Celis on that lineup. But in that game, he finished with 13 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals.
And ang makakatapat naman nila is the Marikina Junior Shoemasters, who are now in a 2-game losing skid, trying to break their losing skid.
And that's right, they lost against Manila by 21 points, allowing Manila to shoot 60% from the field. And you don't win ball games when you allow your opponents to shoot that high from the field. Also allowing Manila to shoot 8 out of 16 from the 3-point line. That's 50%. And not only that, points in the paint, they were dominated by Manila 48-36. Fast break points also going the way of Manila 17-8. But in that game, Cameron Paul Bascos came out firing, finishing with 20.6 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and a block.
So let's see if Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors will have a 2-game winning streak, or will Marikina break their losing skid. We will now turn it over to our venue announcer, Gio Cruz, for our Dorite starters of the ball game.
Basketball action continues here at Xavier School, San Juan City. This is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 2, ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino. We are live on the official FB page and YouTube channel of the Junior MPBL. It's the 16 under division. Marikina Junior Shoemasters up against Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors. Now let's meet the starting lineups, beginning with Marikina Junior Shoemasters. Starting forward, number 30, Cody Pili. At forward, number 93, Jolito Chua. At guard, number 6, Sanji Mestidio. At guard, number 45, Prince Mariano. And at center, number 71, Lebron Escalante. Head coach is Harold Cruz, assisted by John Paul Basilan and Richard Walsien. Team manager Ian Elizarde. And now it's time to meet the starters from Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors. Starting guard number 7, Dwayne Onato. Other guard number 17, Marlo Alacapa. At forward number 13, Mikael Dagumanpan. Other forward number 32, Riley Paras. And man in the middle, number 35, Michael Barion. Head coach is Brit Reroma, assisted by Ricky Alcantara. Team manager, Peter Nang. Our game officials, crew chief, Cornel Tungo.
This is our Dorite starters of the ballgame. For Marikina, it's going to be Mestijo, Mariano, Chua, Pili, and Escalante. And for San Juan, it's going to be Nonato, Alacapa, Dagumanpan, Paras, and Barion. Once again, my name is Roy Saconte. Together with me is Coach Noy Africa and Richie Sangalang on the sideline. So this is now our 16 under division between San Juan and Marikina. Will San Juan avenge their younger siblings in this virtual matchup against Marikina and try to break their 2-game losing skid, or start to have a 2-game winning streak? Or will Marikina end their 2-game losing skid? Ang bilis kasi ng pangyayari, pati ako nalito kung sino yung nasa losing skid and mag-i-start ng winning streak.
Well, again, para mas mapadali yung buhay mo, kalimutan mo na yung mga win-loss records because this is an opportunity for these two teams to get a victory. I don't think both of these teams are thinking about their win-loss records. The priority is to win and win today.
Yes, and Marikina so far here, again, their previous game was in Bahay ni Jawo. Me and Coach Quito was the one who covered that game against Manila Health Forum with Doc Atoy. And they lost that game 66-87. And they committed 14 turnovers on that game. So isa yun sa mga key factors na kailangan nating abangan dito against San Juan for Marikina. San Juan, nice pass inside. That was a thing of beauty, dime there for from Dwayne Nonato to Duke Santos. And that's the first bucket of the ball game here in our 16 under division. And dito mo makikita, Coach Noy, iba na talaga yung playing style naman kumpara ng mga 16 under sa 14 under division.
But actually, looking at the bench here for Makabagong San Juan, I think they're missing some key players. Will definitely need to confirm this later, but I don't see Rob Celis on that bench. Neither is Sean Lucido. So definitely the opportunity for the other guys to step up and step up to the plate for San Juan.
So we need to double check, no? Especially for Coach Britre Roma. That's going to be a tough assignment for him, as that's the first great bucket for Lebron Escalante using his length on that shot. As Nonato dishes that one, but couldn't get it to fall. For Marlo Alacapa, as Marikina has the possession. Senji. No good. Here comes San Juan, and there's a foul called. I believe that's going to be on Cody Pili. So 7 minutes and 18 seconds remaining here. And dito naman for Makabagong San Juan, they came off a win against Davao King Thorns dito rin sa Xavier School. They won that game by just 5 points. Almost similar performance between Davao in their previous game. San Juan only shot 35% from the field, but they attempted 22 free throws, and they shot 50%, 11 out of 22, compared to Davao's 5 out of 8.
Well, interestingly enough, if I'm not mistaken, Dwayne Nonato used to play for Davao. And again, a lot of before that Davao squad represented by the San Beda Red Cubs in Taytay, and with pretty much new management for the Davao King Thorns, and ito nga si Coach Britre Roma bringing some of his guys playing here for San Juan. Actually, sila Rob Celis was part of that champion Davao squad together with Dwayne Nonato. Andre Ugadan, I believe, also a part of that team that won the national championship in the 16 and under division of the inaugural season of Junior MPBL.
So it just shows may familiarity pala in terms of the management rin and playing style na rin kasi magkakakilala pala itong dalawang kupunan, itong Davao and San Juan, as 3 minutes and 30 seconds already have passed, pero still 5-2 is the score. Both teams are struggling here at the start of this game.
Actually, I'm just not sure if itong sila Mestizo and Escalante have moved up from the 14 and under division, but I'm pretty sure they were playing for Marikina already in the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. So again, familiarity and just moving up within the program nitong Marikina, itong si Mestizo and Escalante.
Parang moving up exercise rin pala talaga, you know, for
sure.
these kids right here are playing now in the 16 under division as pull up, can't get it to fall for Prince Mariano, but ball stays with Marikina. Senji has the ball. Senji looking, gives it to Prince, will shoot, sink that one in, but Lebron Escalante will go to the line to shoot a pair. As Lebron Escalante is shooting 62.5% from the free throw line. As Coach Britre Roma, papahinga kagad dito si Michael Barrion.
And even in the first season, itong si Escalante has been very comfortable operating in the paint, and it seems like yun talaga yung the kind of game that he's trying to develop.
So for Marikina Junior Shoemasters in this 16 under division, they're the third to the last team in terms of shooting their free throws, only averaging 48.9%. Right on cue, the number is correct nga, Coach Noy. Against a low-scoring first quarter here as almost an end one, but Dwayne Nonato will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And this kid right here, Dwayne Nonato, in their previous game, played for almost 35 minutes, scored 13 points, garnered 5 rebounds, dished out 5 assists, and got 4 steals. However, he turned the ball over 5 times.
Well, that's really something that he has been needing to work on even in the first season nitong Junior MPBL. He knows that he can score, but whenever he tries to facilitate the offense, sometimes he gets a little masyado nagmamadali itong si Dwayne Nonato, and eventually needs to settle down and just pick his spots on the floor.
And for this game, for San Juan, Dwayne Nonato really needs to step up. Kasi you mentioned already, Celis is, we can't see Celis right now sa bench. And Celis is one of the key players for San Juan. Will that be an end one? So 3-point shot. So that 3-point shot will count for Senji Mestizo. There was a foul away from the ball. That's why ball possession will go back, or will go to San Juan.
Nevertheless, very important for Senji Mestizo to get his game going. He's only averaging 8 points per game, but I believe he has the ability to average even more. He has a very steady shot from the outside, can put the ball on the floor, attack the rim, and will definitely need to make that transition to becoming a better playmaker for Marikina.
Again, of course, etong Marikina, meron tong gigil eh. Syempre, they are in a 2-game losing skid. This is the first time that they're playing here sa Xavier. So let's see if this new court will have a new impact for this team. However, there was a foul. Look at that, 3 white shirts defending Jomar Wenceslao. So 2 free throws for Jomar Wenceslao. And Wenceslao is actually averaging 75% from the free throw line. So high percentage here for Jomar. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2 here. Pero yun na nga. Minsan talaga nababati eh. Pero that's part of it. As a low-scoring game here, San Juan only up by 1 point here against Marikina. So far for San Juan, Coach Noy, it's safe to say that they are understaffed right now. Missing some key players here for Coach Brit Reroma. So that's going to be a tough assignment for Coach Brit and the entire San Juan bench or coaching staff.
That's going to mean that one of these players, specifically Dwayne Onato, will need to play very heavy minutes for San Juan.
Let's see. Here as San Juan passes it. Nice fake. And he'll take and able to sink that one in for Lance Gio Fudotan.
Very important for San Juan, who will step up in the absence of some of their top scorers. I don't even see Sean Lucido on that bench. He is averaging close to 20 points per game for San Juan.
And those are league leader players.
That's right.
Sean Lucido averaging yun nga, 9.5. That's the 7th league leaders in terms of scoring. Ang nasa number 10 was Rob Celis with 18. Hindi lang yun. He's also, eto si Sean Lucido rin is the 10th overall in terms of stealing the ball, averaging 3 steals per game. Rob Celis naman, free throw percentage, 65.4%. Plus minus ni Rob Celis is 12.8. And ang laking impact ng plus minus, Coach Shunoy.
Yeah, that's right. And, it's not necessarily a very accurate stat, but, just to reiterate, the importance of the other statistics, that's actually could be a decent measure of how important a player is. And most definitely, you don't have to look at the numbers, but Rob Celis makes his team so much better, especially on the offensive end.
Yes, especially when he's inside the floor talaga. That's the power of the plus-minus stats. Kasi may mga stats na hindi nalalagay sa stat sheet or may mga plays na hindi nalalagay sa stat sheets. Setting up screens, di ba? Giving motivation to the players. 10 seconds. Oh, nice pass inside but rejected by Lebron Escalante. Living up to his name, ha?
Ang alam niyo, Escalante o yung Lebron?
Yung Lebron eh. Feeling ko yung father ni Lebron Escalante. Kilala ko kung sino idol niya. Si Kobe Bryant?
Si Jordan.
Si Jordan. Hindi si Lebron. Pero look at that. Offensive rebound, but there was a foul called against San Juan. So San Juan right now, that's their second team foul. As we take a look at this replay right here, look at that rejection. Access denied for Lebron Escalante. As Marikina Junior Shoemasters calls their first timeout of the ball game. This is our Nature Spring timeout break. Safe and affordable bottled drinking water to Filipinos anytime and anywhere.
Another exciting game for the Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors versus the Marikina Junior Shoemasters, one eager to bounce back from a loss and one trying to have a win streak. Uhaw manalo, ito mismo ang nararamdaman ni Cameron Bascos ng Marikina Junior Shoemasters coming from 2 straight losses. These players are very eager to win coming to this game. Lagi at araw-araw nga daw silang nag-e-ensayo kahit hindi sila kompleto. And same as Bascos, he mentioned na Marquez, Distidio and Mariado ay mga gigil at uhaw din manalo katulad niya. Kamusta nga ba ang laro ng mga players na ito, Rowie and Coach Noy?
That's really important, no? Yung mga practices talaga, Coach Noy. And I love the determination dito for Marikina, even though sometimes most of the time they are not complete sa practice. Nagpa-practice pa rin sila. And that says a lot as a player, Coach Noy.
And of course, you can't just step on the court during game days without any amount of practice time. That's where you're able to work on your sets, what game plan that you're going to use in game. So very important for these players to be able to get enough preparation time.
And yun nga yung sinasabi, even our founder of the MPBL, si Manny Pacquiao, di ba? If I'm not mistaken, I heard it correctly before, 12 rounds ang boxing. He was practicing daw at least 36 rounds, if I'm not mistaken. Imagine times 3 ng usual round. So if you go all hard sa practice pa lang, magiging mas madali na lang yung in-game. Eh. It just shows, no? From the People's Champ.
Well, it's going to be easier, but it's not always
Oh, yes
easy
naman. Oh, naman.
in-game.
Iba pa rin yung in-game. Kaya nga may mga bricks of the game na tinatawag sa 3-point shot for Cameron Paul Bascos.
And right on cue, Cameron Paul Bascos is actually one of the main contributors for Marikina, averaging 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals per game.
And he is the all-time leader here in our 16 under division in terms of 3 points made, averaging 3.3 points per game. Grabe. And he already made his first one. A good denial right there for San Juan. And here comes Brix Caranto. 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Just so a 2-point lead in favor of Marikina. Caranto hesitated that time. Pulls up. Hits the back iron and miss, but offensive rebound and able to sink that one in for Mark San Buenaventura.
And Mark San Buenaventura definitely going to be very vital in this game, averaging 7 points and 6 rebounds. But will need to do some heavy lifting for San Juan.
As a 3-point shot once again for Cameron Paul Bascos. He's 2 for 2 from deep. Increasing the lead to 3. 3 seconds remaining here. San Juan still has time here. Bucket plus the foul for Simon Miguel Calderon, beating the game clock. So before we end the first quarter, he has an opportunity to tie the game if he makes this free throw. What a great answer kaagad after that 3-point shot. Gabriel Rosales able to sink that one in, or misses that shot, ending the first quarter 14-13. Just a 1-point lead in favor of Marikina. So mga kaliga, stay tuned as we'll be back after the break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo.
Ball possession, Marikina Junior Shoemasters.
This is the start of the second quarter. Still anybody's ball game. Marikina up by just 1 point here, 14-13. Again, they are in a 2-game losing skid and wants to bounce back na rin dito. Their last game was last July 11 sa bahay ni Jawo. The first time that was the first time ng Marikina to play sa bahay ni Jawo. Already a loss. Let's see if they can bounce back here in Xavier School, as they're playing here for the very first time. As offensive rebound for Marikina. Good denial for San Juan, but here comes Brix. Brix, the smallest guy on the floor right now, with the reverse layup. Good tip in for Mark San Buenaventura.
Mark San Buenaventura, right place at the right time. Gives Manila back, San Juan back the advantage, 15-14.
And now they have the lead here, 15-14. A 3-point shot! Rattles it in for Dwayne Ferrer.
All of a sudden, Marikina getting hot from the outside after those 2 3-pointers from Bascos.
And right now, Marikina up by 2 points, 17-15. So grabe, Coach Noy, palitan kaagad at the start of the second quarter. It just shows that both teams, during the end of the first quarter break, pinag-usapan talaga nila yung second quarters. Look at that shot for Dwayne Onato once again.
Right now, Marikina can actually feel that they can compete with this San Juan squad despite the better win-loss record.
As Marikina, look at the defense of San Juan inside the paint. Almost triple manning yung mga drivers o mga nagda-drive dito for Marikina. Oh, great rejection!
And right now, San Juan just using their length on the defensive end to make those stops.
And the way they defend the paint, and look at that shot right there! Great offense, defense, but better offense for Mark San Benaventura once again!
And almost at its average already, 6 points and 4 rebounds.
Look at this pound-for-pound fitness foul counted for Mark San Benaventura. Experience the pound effect. Grabe, may Nonato na. And grabe pa yung pound-for-pound ni Mark San Benaventura. Kasi Nonato, di ba? Parang kilala na pound-for-pound rin yun. As Mark San Benaventura sinks in and he completes the three-point play. And right now, grabe, palitan ngayon. This is a different ball game compared to the 14 under division.
And we expected this to be a lot more competitive as ito nga Marikina, despite the 2-3 record on losing streak, you know, they want to bounce back while San Juan right now missing some key players but would not want to come home with a loss.
As again, Dwayne Nonato this time with a lefty layup. Dwayne Nonato offensively doing everything for San Juan. And that's why they are up by 5 points. And that's going to be an 8 seconds backcourt violation.
And basically for Nonato, he has to step up because it's not only Lucido and Celis not available, but I believe Rodri Matias also not available for them. He is the primary playmaker for the San Juan squad.
So yun pa, there are so many shoes to fill in dito si Dwayne Nonato ngayon
Just like to correct myself, si Rodri Matias pala with the 18 and under squad. So used to play together with sila Celis in the 16 under division. So apparently he has already moved up and we will be seeing him later playing for San Juan.
Yun kasi nag-step up na yung mga players, no? Tumatanda na kasi. And that's the beauty of the junior MPBL, no? May continuation last year, nung inaugural season, he was playing in the 16 under, now in the 18 under division. And eto pa, meron na tayong 21 D-League, di ba?
Yeah, something that we are all really looking forward to, but not only us, but also the players. Gives them the final stepping stone to get to the senior MPBL, quote-unquote, the senior MPBL. Gives you another way to get into the pros. It doesn't necessarily have to be playing for a big college, playing in the bigger collegiate leagues. You are given an opportunity to, kumbaga, backdoor your way to the pros.
Yun na yung stepping stone mo talaga coming into the pros. Especially, grabe yung season natin ngayon sa MPBL pros natin. As there's a foul call. So that's his second personal foul here with 6 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. San Juan, 14 on the shot clock. Mark Angoluan gives it to Dwayne Nonato once again. Dwayne Nonato really loves to drive all the way to the rim. Look at that. 2 Marikina defenders, but Dwayne Nonato was able to sink that one in.
And you knew exactly where he was trying to get to, put his head down, just ram this way into the rim.
And right now, San Juan with a fast break opportunity, but ball goes the other way. Lucky break for Marikina. That was a 2-on-1 break already in favor of San Juan.
And again, for San Juan, not their usual 5 on the floor. So some chemistry issues that we're gonna see here as already in the game, 4 turnovers for San Juan.
And it just shows na dapat talaga meron kang next man up mentality. If there are some key players missing, dapat yung mga nasa bench, yun yung mga ready to fill in those shoes.
That's that just shows the value of practice. You earn the minutes through practice, and that's how you try to keep in step and try to stay within the system and the game plan.
And especially naalala ko na when Coach Brit Roma and his entire Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors team, alam ko kung saan sila nagpa-practice sa Third Fitness Lab sa Quezon City. So nakikita ko nga na sometimes incomplete yung mga players nila. I saw them practice like 2 weeks ago and last week.
So again, actually, the teams that have been doing very well in the tournament have been those teams that are school-based.
Yes.
And because, of course, yung practice time not really going to be that much of an issue. But again, the San Juan team, a mixture of players coming from San Beda Taytay, National University, Lasal Green Hills. So really going to be difficult to be able to manage those schedules.
Pero ito, we have a timeout break for Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors with 4 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. Pero let's look at this drive from Dwayne Nonato against two Marikina Junior Shoemasters defenders. Pero we have a timeout break, mga kaliga. We'll be back after the break.
Ang goal ni Dwayne Nonato of Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors ay manalo ulit para maganda ang kanilang standing sa division na ito. Kahit kulang ang kanilang players today, specifically the NU boys, San Roma, Tolabot, Lucido, and Celis, Nonato is confident dahil nag-ensayo sila coming to this game. How are they doing, Rowie and Coach Noy?
Well, so far for Dwayne Nonato, he's doing everything right now for San Juan, leading this team with 7 points already, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. And a 3-point shot after the timeout break for San Juan.
And very important for the other guys to get into the scoring parade. Riley Paras scoring his first three-pointer of the game.
Of course, Riley Paras, he is the son of the Tower Power Papa Bear, Benji Paras.
And I believe yung kuya niya naman playing for the
The-
Davao.
oh.
The brother is playing for the Davao King Thorns.
Oh. It just shows no basketball really runs in the blood of the Parases pala. So 27-19 is the score. This is the highest lead of this ball game so far between San Juan and Marikina with 3 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. San Juan has a possession. Dwayne has it. Dwayne so far is getting a lot of minutes here. Again, he has a lot of shoes to fill in with some missing key players nga for San Juan as he was able to produce naman really well here in this ball game.
So what's important right now for San Juan is somebody to fill in the other roles for them. Dwayne Nonato, whenever he is with guys like Celis, Lucido, he takes a back seat and allows those guys to do the scoring for them. And right now, they really lack some scoring. So Dwayne Nonato will be pushed into that scorer mode for San Juan. Who's gonna run the offense? Who's gonna play defense on both ends of the floor?
Yes, especially Dwayne Nonato is averaging 10.5 points per game. Right now, already has 7 points. And here comes Marikina. Almost steal there for Michael Barrion. But 3-point is good for Senji Mestijo. Senji already has 6 points here in this ballgame after that 3-point bomb.
Somebody probably missed the scouting report on Senji Mestido, leaving him wide open for that 3-point shot.
Yes, so isa yun sa mga kailangan na depensahan dito ng San Juan. Look at that, stealing the ball and stealing the show once again for Senji Mestijo as Coach Brit Reroma wants to talk it over as Senji Mestijo with a quick 5-point play, this time with a steal. And now they're on a run, streaming the lead to just 3 points. We have a Nature Spring timeout break, mga kaliga. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back mga kaliga. That time at break is brought to you by Nature Spring. Safe and affordable bottled drinking water to Filipinos anytime and anywhere. And syempre, Doride Bola ng Pilipino, the first Pinoy basketball volleyball brand here in the Philippines. And with 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, Coach Noy, this is still a tight ball game with a 3-point lead in favor of San Juan.
Well, I thought we thought San Juan was starting to pull away, but a quick 5 points from Senji Mistidio just able to bring Marikina back down to just 3 points.
And so far, Marikina is not shy in terms of shooting their threes. It's good defense. Oh, perfect place at the perfect time for, I believe that's Mikhail Dagumanpan. And a miss right there again. Marikina right now in this ballgame. They're a 3-point trigger happy team. As Prince Mariano will go to the line to shoot a pair. Again, Prince Mariano, he's averaging 60% from the free throw line. Let's see if he can convert these 2 free throws and try to trim the lead to just 3 points.
And Prince Mariano, the second leading scorer on average for Marikina, nearly 9 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists.
As he misses the first free throw. Let's see if he can go 1 for 2 here. And sinks in the second one. And substitution here for Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors. Enjoying a 4-point lead right now. And here comes Marikina with a... I thought they're gonna be executing a full court press trap talaga. 1 minute and 42 seconds remaining here in the first half. So far, Coach Noy, in the 16 under division naman, if you're one of the scouts talaga or coaches ng mga 16 under teams, usually ano yung tinitignan mo sa kanila compared to the 14 under players as in terms of developing them as a player?
Well, definitely you're gonna expect them to skills-wise to be better developed already, but also the frame that they have. Yung build nila, you can already see which players have already done a lot of extra work. You don't just rely on the team practices to get better, but what separates the good players from the better players is the hard work that you put in off the court.
Kasi yun nga yung hindi alam ng iba. However, that's a good shot for Mikhail Dagumanpan once again. As Marikina calls a timeout with 53 seconds remaining here. They're trailing by 4 points, 31-27. And that timeout is brought to you by Doride Bola ng Pilipino, the first Pinoy basketball volleyball brand here in the Philippines. Grabe talaga yung ganong camera angle. Pero again, yun ang ating official ball of the Junior MPBL. Doride, maraming salamat. Kaya maganda yung basketball. Kaya yung mga players natin nakikipagpatayan dyan sa bola niya kasi Doride Bola ng Pilipino yan.
And so far in the game, Marikina's managed to get back into the ball game. They were already down by, I believe, 8 or 10 points. Pero they were able to come back and down by just 4 points.
And Marikina really loves to shoot their 3-point shots. They are 5 and 16 here in this game compared to San Juan who only attempted 4 threes.
And the only conversion coming from Riley Paras.
Oh! Oh my goodness! What a pass from Brix Caranto to Mark San Benaventura plus the foul. That was a thing of beauty. Credit to Brix Caranto. Look at that. After that ankle-breaking move by Brix Caranto, nice dish to Mark San Benaventura for our pound-for-pound foul counted. Experience the pound effect. Welcome to my TikTok moment.
And what do you like with that play for San Buenaventura completing
Yes,
that
highlight
TikTok moment.
Grabe. And now, that's a quick 4-point play for San Juan. And that increases the lead to 8 points. 10 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Fouls to give for San Juan.
Oh, great defense for San Juan. Too strong that time. And that is the end of the first half. 8-point lead for San Juan Mighty Warriors. 35-27 is the score, mga kaliga. So far, what a great run here for both teams. We still have 20 more minutes of action here. So mga kaliga, stay tuned lang as we'll be back after this break.
Be Liga ready. Nature Spring, the #1 bottled water in the Philippines. Don Benitos ang pambansang kasama. Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty. Pound Active for quality sportswear. Chris Jacob Collection. Experience a sense of royalty with Chris Jacob Everywhere Sprays. Again, we would like to remind everyone na bawal po ang smoking within the vicinity of Xavier School. Maraming salamat.
We have here Assistant Coach Ricky Alcantara of Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors. Coach, matanong ko lang, ano yung mga preparations? Ano nga ba yung bagong may offer ng inyong players coming from a win with Davao last game?
Yung preparation namin medyo challenging. The reason is wala yung mga core ng team namin. Nasa palarong pambansa sila, which yung mga taga-enyo nga. Siguro ma-offer lang namin this time is, last time nakita nyo ang isa sa mga nag-best player, yung si Riley Paras. Siguro yun ay ma-maximize namin siya dahil nga maganda yung nilaro niya last time. So during practice, we give him confident na all you need to do is do the same thing. Dagdagan mo lang yung effort na ginawa mo nun.
Yes, so as mentioned nga, kulang tayo with the NU boys naming San Roma, Tolabot, Lucido, and Celis. Sa tingin nyo ba, Coach, makaka-apekto ito sa mga susunod na game, sa susunod na quarters?
Sa ngayon, okay pa kami, no? Kaya lang siyempre later on, we don't know kung may magkakaroon kami ng mga foul trouble. Pero siyempre malaking epekto to kasi as I said earlier, sila yung mga main, sila yung core ng team namin. So for sure, ma-apektan. Pero we hope na masustain namin kung ano yung ginagawa namin ngayon, especially in our effort.
Last question na po, are you confident in today's game?
No. Siyempre, usually, yan ang papatay sa isang team pag naging confident ka, overconfident ka. Confident enough na gawin namin yung tama, especially in our defense. So, yun lang.
Mga kaliga, Assistant Coach Ricky Alcantara of Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors. Back to you, Rowie and Coach Noy. Thank you.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, Pound for Pound Fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear, Wing Bowl, it's like coming home, Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes.
Welcome back, mga kaliga, to Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 2. This is our 16 under division between Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors versus Marikina Junior Shoemasters. And these are the halftime highlights so far. And Coach Noy, this is a tight ball game, just an 8-point lead for San Juan. What can you say about the game so far?
Well, so far it has been a game of runs, and yun nga lang, at the end of ating second quarter, San Juan with a key run to extend the lead back up to 8 points. And the leading scorer so far, you've got 2 players, Dagumampan and San Buenaventura for San Juan already with 9 points. Dwayne Onato with 7. Mestidio on the other hand for Marikina, 8 points all scored in that second quarter. You've got Vascos on the strength of 2 threes, and then Prince Mariano with 5 points. So far, these two teams, itong San Juan shooting much better from the field, 48% against just 28% for Marikina. The 3-point shot has been the weapon of choice for Marikina, although not as successful. 5 out of 15, San Juan only shooting 4 times, converting once coming from Riley Paras. Ang San Juan naman, ang poison naman nila for this game, points in the paint, outscoring Marikina 26-8.
So no player has scored in double digits yet so far. That's why we're looking at a very tight ball game. Even though San Juan is still up by 8 points, Marikina still has 20 more minutes of action to bounce back here in this ball game. Especially San Juan wants to start a 2-game winning streak, and Marikina wants to end their 2-game losing skid naman. Again, this is the second time for San Juan to play dito sa Xavier, and this is a new territory naman for Marikina as they are playing for the first time dito sa Xavier School in San Juan. And what a great venue that we have right now here in Xavier. This is my first time covering personally sa Xavier School.
Covering lang, pero
Covering.
you've been here before.
Yes,
for sure.
I've been here before na rin, syempre. Marami na tayong mga kaibigan. Syempre, shoutout na rin natin mga Xavier graduates na eto, matalik kong kaibigan. Coach T.Y. Tang, he's a good friend of ours. And he's a Xavier pride, no? Coach T.Y., who is now in the playing or coaching in the Jones Cup right now. And so far, great start for Marikina right off the bat for Prince Mariano. But great with the dime from Senji Mestijo.
I think it's going to be very important which team will come out with more energy here in the second half. Sometimes that's all it takes, a strong start in the second half for a team to actually gain momentum and get a victory.
Yes, and so far, speaking of energy, iba yung energy bigla ng dalawang kupunan natin at the start of the third quarter. It just shows na the coaches really motivated these players na yung gigil wag mawawala. Oh, clearly stepped out of bounds there. Itong si Marlo Alacapa. So ball goes to Marikina. 14 on the shot clock here. Marikina has the opportunity to trim the lead to 4 points, or let's see if they can trim down the lead with a 3-point shot. Short that time for Senji Mestijo. Again, for Marikina, they are not shy shooting threes compared to San Juan with that drive.
Well, that's where San Juan has been making their living, points in the paint. Currently with 28 points in the paint now.
And again, another miss from downtown for Marikina. This time with the shot for Jolito Chua. That was a tough shot for Jolito.
That's the first 2 points for Chua in the game, averaging close to 3 points per game.
And right now, 8 minutes and 18 seconds remaining. Just a 6-point lead for San Juan. Passes it inside. Mark. In and out. Ball goes to the black shirts. As Mestijo. Oh my goodness. That was a tough finish for Senji. But he was able to knock that one in.
Will be the first player in double digits for Marikina, Senji Mestijo. You know, he can put that ball on the floor when he needs to.
And answering back is Mark San Buenaventura. It's a San Buenaventura and Mestijo matchup right now for these two teams.
Well, they are the players in double digits for both of their teams.
And they're the ones who's leading their team in terms of scoring. Oh, sorry, missed that right there. Good strip by Jolito Chua. And Marikina. Another 3-point attempt, but a miss once again, this time from Prince Mariano.
A little forced on that shot for Prince Mariano. You'd like to see them get better looks.
Meanwhile, for San Juan, they already attempted 5 threes in this entire ball game. As Mark again with the easy shot inside.
That time, Riley Paras seeing the closeout, able to set up a teammate.
And Riley Parasa, like what Coach Ricky Alcantara earlier during our halftime interview, he's one of the players who stepped up in the previous game, si Riley Paras. He scored 12 points on that game with 25 minutes of game time. Meanwhile, on the other end, good defense for Cody Pili. Yun yung problem talaga, no? If you're missing some key players, someone really needs to step up. Like what Coach Ricky mentioned earlier, ang nag-step up was Riley Paras on that game. Imagine, Riley Paras averaging, well, he shot 12 points last game, but let's take a look at this replay muna. Look at that shot from Senji Mestizo against two white jerseys. The body control of that kid.
Again, Riley Paras in the tournament has averaged 6 points per game, but again, an opportunity to break out in the previous game. Just took advantage of that, and right now it's Mark San Buenaventura who is trying to step up for Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors. 15 points. He is only averaging 7 points per game, so that's more than double already for San Buenaventura.
Grabe, he is the one who is stepping up right now here in the understaffed San Juan Mighty Warriors team as they are up by 8 points. Oh, great rejection for Cody Pili. That's a block plus a rebound already. Mestizo with a no-look pass. Look at the passing of Marikina. And wild shot. Battle for possession here. Ball goes to San Juan. As Dwayne Onato, he gets an offensive foul. I believe our officials saw there was an extend of the elbow kay Dwayne Onato. That's why he was called for an offensive foul that time.
Prince Mariano very happy for making that stop. As again, you see that block and rebound in one motion.
Yes, what a great highlight there for Marikina. Pero before that, let's turn it over to Richie Sangalang.
Katulad ng kanilang players, head coach Harold Cruz of Marikina Junior Shoemasters is also eager to bounce back from their 2 straight losses. Nag-ensayo daw sila ng kanilang depensa dahil dun silang nagkukulang, at sa opensa naman, Coach Harold believes that it will eventually follow. Usapang key players naman tayo, walang specific player in mind si Coach Harold. Kailangan lang ng players galingan, and eventually someone will step up and lead the game. Back to you, Rowie and Coach Noy.
It just shows Coach Harold's trust in his players, no? Not just the players, but the entire bench rin. Kasi for those who don't know, even if yung mga nasa bench, may impact pa rin yan sa game. They can motivate the players, di ba?
And of course, actually, on average, their leading scorer is Cameron Bastos, but he only plays very limited minutes. He comes off the bench for them. And I don't think we've seen much of him here
Yes.
in the second half.
And at the same time, Cameron Bascos, this is his 4th game in this tournament. As knocks that one in for Lebron Escalante.
Showing that he has developed some range, able to hit the midi on that play.
Just a 6-point ball game. As Bricks, almost an and one, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2 freebies.
Yung kahit ito ni Bricks, parang 14 under no? Pero his game, definitely you can see a lot of maturity in his game.
And at the same time, he's a small guy with a big heart. Even though he's the smallest guy on the floor, yung perseverance and yung fearlessness drives niya eh. Walang takot, even he's guarded by tall defenders, wala siyang takot mag-drive all the way to the rim. It shows his heart. And that's really important.
Yeah, and when he drives inside, he's not only looking to shoot but trying to set up his teammates. And again, kung defender ka kasi makita mo ganyang kaliit driving inside, you're gonna be looking for those blocks, and that's how he set up his teammates.
And as Marikina calls a timeout with 3 minutes and 31 seconds remaining, our score 45-37. minutes and 31 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. San Juan are up by 8 points here. And so far, these both teams, both Marikina and San Juan here in the third quarter, scored 10 points already.
Right now, for San Juan, they can afford to trade baskets with Marikina. So it's the pressure is on Marikina to make those stops on the other end.
Yes, especially sila yung naghahabol, no? Kasi ang point differential nung second quarter was 9 points favoring San Juan, 22-13. And look at that, ball stays with Marikina. Look at the perseverance of Marikina there on that possession. And another 3-point opportunity, but another miss, but another offensive rebound for Marikina. And can't get it to fall once again, but ball stays with Marikina. Those are 3 consecutive possessions for Marikina.
Well, actually, Marikina has been out-rebounding itong San Juan Mighty Warriors on the offensive glass. San Juan only 9 offensive rebounds, while Marikina almost the same. Mas marami pa yata itong offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds. Already, I think, 18 offensive rebounds for Marikina.
And that equivalents to 11 second chance points, ha?
Pero actually, hindi naman nalalayo yung San Juan.
Hindi naman nalalayo.
10 points. So, maybe for Marikina, be able to take advantage of those second shots.
As San Juan gets the possession, might have gotten away with a foul there. Gabriel gives it inside, extra pass, but denied by Lebron Escalante. Another great rejection by Lebron, again living up to his name, ha?
But on that fast break, great stop there by Fudotan, being outnumbered 2 against 1.
19 on the shot clock for Marikina. Look at that eyes in the sky play. What a great alley-oop to Rocky Marquez.
Rocky Marquez, first 2 points for him in the game. Cuts the lead down to just 6 points.
And Rocky Marquez scoring that time, pero he's the league leaders in terms of dishing out assists. He's the 8 league leaders in terms of dishing out assists, averaging 4 assists per game. Hindi lang yun, steals rin per game, 7th overall, averaging 4 steals per game. And that time, another shot, this time using his left hand for Rocky Miles Marquez.
Just like that, 4 points for him on back-to-back baskets.
And now that trims the lead to just 4 points. And there's a whistle by the officials. I believe that's on Jomar Wenceslao. As we take a look at this replay right here, look at that alley-oop play right there. Great connection for Marikina Junior Shoemasters. 14 on the shot clock here. 4-point game in favor of San Juan. Less than a minute here in the third quarter. Oh, nice pass to a wide open shot, but can't get it to fall for Riley Paras. Nice extra pass and was able to fish for a foul. So Derek Bagayan will go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Well, there are stages of the game where Marikina just turning on attack mode, and that's exactly what they're doing right now.
As Derek Bagayan is averaging 50 or shooting 50% from the free throw line. So misses the first down. According sa stats, dapat mapapasok niya tong second.
Basta ako wala akong sinasabi.
Kasi 50%
Walang
eh.
sisihan.
50% yung stats niya. As we take a look at Coach Harold Cruz of Marikina. Okay. 0-for-2 there.
Kaya po, it's been a while since I've commented about anyone shooting free throws.
Ako talaga madalas, no? Yung commentator's curse eh, kahit saan. And the miss from downtown for Dwayne Onato. Oh. Might have gotten away with dribbling violation there, or travel. But ball stays with, or ball goes to San Juan. Here comes Dwayne. Dwayne passes it. Good defense for Marikina. Derek Bagayan with the steal. Here comes Rocky. Rocky Marquez with the lefty layup once again.
Marquez with 6 points here in the third quarter cuts the lead down to just 2 points.
And we have a ball game here coming into the fourth and final quarter. Just a 2-point lead in favor of San Juan. So here in the third quarter, it's a Marikina Junior Shoemaster game. But we still have one more quarter remaining, mga kaliga. Stay tuned as we'll be back after this break. Ten more minutes of action here between Marikina and San Juan in the 16 under division. San Juan up by only just 2 points, wherein Marikina outscored San Juan in the third quarter by just 6 points. That's why we're looking at a 2-point ball game right now. And at the start of the fourth quarter, turnover kaagad dito for Rocky Miles Marquez.
Well, in that play for Marquez, I didn't think that he had the right angle for making that alley-oop pass.
And right now, San Juan again came off a win in their previous game against Davao, and that was a close game, only winning by just 5 points. And right now, diktikan ulit ang laro dito ng San Juan.
And again, for San Juan, missing the services of their NU boys.
Yun pa.
Sila Celis, Sean Roma, Sean Lucido. Definitely some big names that they are missing.
Yes, because sa palarong pambansa, diba? That's happening in Cebu.
And actually, just that combination ni Lucido and Celis, that's already 38 points that they're missing.
Halatang isang score na yun ng isang half eh. Diba? For our young players.
Actually, for some teams,
for some teams,
pwedeng 3 quarters, pwedeng for the whole game na yun eh.
Yun nga eh. Oh, what a spin by Dwayne Onato. Gets his own board, passes it from the right corner. A miss right there, but great offensive rebound by Lance Gio Fudotan. This time, lucky break for Marikina as they get the possession. It just shows no na so far what I'm experiencing or noticing sa mga players natin, especially in the 14 and 16 under, before they go up for a rebound, walang backs out. They always go for the jump kaagad, and one of the key factors of rebounding is put a body on someone first.
Because sometimes you don't need to be the one rebounding the basketball. What's important is you get the defensive rebound as a team to end the defensive possession.
Oh.
So, especially if you don't mind the statistics, for as long as you box out your man, you've already done your job.
Yes. And that's really important kasi possession yun eh. Oh, good denial, but our officials had a better angle. That's why Jomar Wenceslao was called for a foul. Our official saying Wenceslao, it's the head of Lance Gio Fudotan. And that's his third personal foul. As Lance Gio Fudotan averaging 66.7% from the free throw department. Wala na muna akong babatiin
Binati mo na eh.
66%
Like,
sila.
ngayon mo pa sasabihin na hindi mo babatiin, binati mo na eh.
Pero right now, for San Juan, they're shooting 42% from the free throw line. And for San Juan, they're averaging actually 61.6%. That's the 5th leaders overall here in our 16 under division as a team. 61%. But here in this game, they're only shooting 42%, so way below their average. And this is a tight ball game, Coach Noy. If if they lose just by 2 or 3 points, they're gonna be looking at the free throw department, diba? Yun usually yung tinitignan ng mga coaching staff after a game.
Well, actually, both teams, yung Marikina nga, only shooting 20%. As we've got a three-pointer coming from Fudotan. That's 4 points for him now in this fourth quarter.
And now 49-43 is the score. Avila passes it inside. Oh, great move for Jomar Wenceslao. That's a mature move, with the spin move, and relaxed pa yung shot niya, hindi forced eh.
And more importantly, the first 2 points for Marikina. Whoever makes the run early here just might be able to get the victory.
And almost went in for Lance Gio Fudotan, but ball stays with San Juan. As two-man substitution here for Marikina.
Fudotan that time doing just enough to force the turnover for Marikina.
And lucky break for Marikina na nag-miss doon si Fudotan. He was wide open from downtown. So 14 on the shot clock here. Oh, good pass inside, but great defense again by Lebron Escalante. This guy right here, Lebron Escalante, has been blocking shots left and right against San Juan. He's doing a phenomenal job defending the paint.
Guy only has 4 points, but doing his role on the floor. 6 rebounds for Escalante.
And this time, Jolito Chua with the sidestep finish. And that trims the lead to just 2 points. San Juan looking, great defense for Marikina. Here comes Jolito once again. Jolito will drive and was able to draw a foul. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. That's going to be a foul on Duke Santos. Or Lance Gio Fudotan rather.
So opportunity now for Marikina to tie the ball game at 49 all.
And Marikina, they're the third to the last team in terms of shooting their free throws in the entire 16 under division, averaging 48.9% from the field or from the line. As he sinks in that first, Jolito, if he makes this one, it's gonna be a tied ball game at all 49. And he misses. Still a 1-point lead in favor of San Juan with 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Nice pass inside, but great defense by LeBron once again, and another great defense, this time better offense for Mark San Benaventura.
He has really made a living just picking up those rebounds. 17 points and 8 rebounds now for Mark San Benaventura.
And that's our pound-for-pound fitness. Foul counted, pound-for-pound experience, the pound effect. Ilang beses na kaya nakapunta dito si Mark San Benaventura sa pound-for-pound? Ilang beses niya na nakuha eh. In this game, ha?
That's pretty much how he plays, being able to get those offensive rebounds, scoring on putbacks, and more often than not, able to fish on the foul also.
And now a 4-point lead once again for San Juan as Mestizo misses that 3. Here comes Bricks. Gives it to Dwayne. Dwayne looking. Dwayne gives it to Bricks once again. Bricks with the fake. Dwayne wide open. Thought about it. Passes it inside. Another great rejection for Marikina. This time for Cody Pili. As Mariano. Bucket plus the foul. That was a high IQ play for Prince Mariano because he knew there was a mismatch in terms of size against Bricks Caranto.
And nothing Caranto could do on that play.
And that's our pound-for-pound fitness. Foul counted once again for Marikina, care of Cody Pili. And he has an opportunity to trim the lead to just 1 point if he makes this one. And rattles it in, and just a 1-point lead here in favor of San Juan. Again, Marikina playing for the first time here in Xavier. This might be their lucky quarta to break their 2-game losing skid. And a steal here, stealing the ball and stealing the show for Senji Mestizo. And that was a great double team for Marikina, forcing that turnover.
So Marikina finally wresting the lead 53 to 52 very
However,
quickly.
Very quickly indeed, Coach Noyes Dwayne Onato. Di pa tayo tapos magsalita.
Hindi ako pinatapos.
Hindi ka pinatapos. Lamang ulit dito ang San Juan. Now we are trading buckets here for these two teams. It's a 3-point bomb for Prince Mariano. As Coach Britre Roma wants to talk it over as they are now trailing by 2 points, 56 to 54.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior.
Four minutes and 43 seconds remaining before we determine who will win this game. Will it be San Juan to start a winning streak here in this tournament, or will Marikina end their 2-game losing skid after a tough loss against JT Bulacan and Manila Health Forum with Doc Atoy? Because those two losses are more than 15-point losses for Marikina. Pero after those two losses, etong game na to against San Juan for Marikina, tight ball game kaagad.
And this is a big opportunity for Marikina to catch a big fish, especially with the undermanned squad here for San Juan.
And big fish indeed, Coach Noy. Tama ka doon. Kasi San Juan is the fourth. They're sitting at the 4th seed right now dito sa ating 16 under division.
And again, why is it important for them to be able to take out a team that is higher than them? Because if they end up in a tie come the playoffs, itong Marikina will have the winner over the other advantage.
Yes. And at the same time, again, we've already crossed the halfway mark dito sa ating tournament sa Junior MPBL Season 2. So literally, we're looking at the playoff picture na kagad eh. So importante na talaga. Every game really matters.
So again, when you cross the halfway mark of your schedule, you're already thinking about the playoffs, playoff positioning, possible matchups in the playoffs.
And especially, magkakaroon tayo ng crossover, di ba? North and South teams maglalaban-laban na. So yun ang magandang bakbakan. 4 minutes remaining here. Marikina up by 2 points. Oh, nice fake. Thought that's gonna go in, but good cleanup, turning garbage into goal for Cody Pili.
Offensive rebounding really has been a strength here for Marikina. 21 offensive rebounds.
Wow. For Marikina, as Dwayne Onato misses that shot. So far, San Juan struggling here in the last 5 minutes of the 4th quarter.
This is going to be the main problem for San Juan when the going gets tough. Who do they give the ball to try and create shots?
As Chua. That's a wide open 3. Can't get it to fall. Another offensive rebound for Marikina. And Jomar Wenceslau was able to draw a foul once again. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. So substitution here for Marikina. So Wenceslau will shoot 2 free throws. Our referees just waiting for our mapper. Again, here in Junior MPBL, one of our priorities are the safety of our players.
Of course, we're always going to have the medics all
On
around here.
standby.
But right now for San Juan, very important that they're able to box out and grab those defensive rebounds. Cannot allow Marikina those multiple shots at the basket.
3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here. Marikina now up by 6 points after trailing for almost more than 2 quarters. As look at that good shot, follow-up shot dito for San Juan, care of Mikel Dagumanpan.
That's where Dagumanpan and San Buenaventura have been making their living.
And right now, Marikina has the possession. They're taking their time here in this possession. Oh, good defense for Mark San Buenaventura. However, San Juan turned the ball over. That was a careless pass for San Juan.
They need to make that outlet pass. Should have just tried to execute in the half court.
Especially Marikina. Oh, there's a jump ball. And possession arrow is pointing towards San Juan's favor. So ball possession goes to the white shirts.
A shot right there for Prince Mariano.
San Juan breaks, fires from deep, short. Oh, lucky break for Marikina. Again, another mismatch. Again, high IQ play for Sergio Mestizo once again.
Mestizo now with 14 points for Marikina.
And Coach Noy, we are down to the last 2 minutes of the ball game as Dwayne Onato misses that shot. And Marikina are in the driver's seat as they are up by 6 points. But for San Juan, they still have a lot of time here. 10 seconds on the shot clock. And a steal here for San Juan. Let's see if they can trim down the lead. Dwayne draws a foul and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. So that's going to be a foul on Cody Pili.
Good adjustment for Nonata. He has been missing on those mid-range jumpers. This time goes straight to the basket, able to fish a foul.
And let's see if we can go 2 for 2 here and try to trim down the lead. And this is the perfect opportunity for Dwayne Onato to trim it down while the clock is not ticking. And so far, Dwayne Onato misses the first free throw. And not a good sign here for Nonato. He's been struggling shooting the ball, especially here in the fourth and final quarter, the very crucial moment of this ball game.
So right now, San Juan looking to pressure the basketball. Let's see how Marikina responds.
And a 5-point lead here in favor of Marikina. And I'm seeing so far some players getting physical na. Talking about Brings Caranto.
Well, it is winning time. Cannot afford to bring the weak stuff.
Oh, nice pass, Dwayne. Rejected! Jomar Wenceslao with a huge denial against Dwayne Onato. And San Juan calls a timeout. What a great rejection. With 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining, let's look at this rejection right here for Jomar Wenceslao against Dwayne Onato. No easy buckets, says Jomar Wenceslao. And we have a timeout break, mga kaliga. Stay tuned as we will be back after the break. One minute and 12 seconds remaining. Marikina are up by 5 points. However, in this possession, San Juan has the ball with 17 on the shot clock. Will they go for a 3 or will they go for a quick 2-pointer? But regardless, still, mahaba-haba pa ang oras for San Juan. However, great defense once again for Lebron Escalante. this kid right here, LeBron, has been doing again a phenomenal job defending, blocking shots against San Juan. Again, living up to his name, LeBron.
And in this late in the fourth quarter, it has been the defense of Marikina holding their ground. Of course, Escalante in the game already only 4 points, but already with 7 rebounds and 5 blocks.
Grabe. And those 5 blocks, wala pa sa stats yung pag-intimidate ng mga shots na hindi nalalagay sa stat sheets.
All the altered shots, you're not gonna see that. But you can see the value of Escalante in the game.
Oh, sayang yung steal na yun for Bricks Caranto. But regardless, ball stays with Marikina as Mestizo with a no-look pass, extra pass. And great shot for Jomar Wenceslao using the board. And Marikina are enjoying it right now as they are up in this ball game with 47 seconds remaining. Let's take a look at the spin move shot using the board. The bank is open for Jomar Wenceslao on a Saturday morning. Mga kaliga, 47 seconds remaining. We'll have a Nature Spring timeout break. Saan ka nagko-coach, Coach Noy? Hindi ka na muna nagko-coach ngayon. Pero dati, sama ko sila Coach Brit. NU. Beda? Nagbeda pala siya. Hindi ko alam nakilala ko kasi siya NU. Before... Pero, before NU Beda siya. As head coach ng San Beda. Hindi ko alam yun 47 seconds remaining as Marikina is enjoying a 7-point lead and on their way to break their 2-game losing skid. So it's safe to say, Coach Noya, medyo swerte ang Marikina sa Xavier School.
Hindi pa safe to say.
Oh yes, with 47 naman.
47 seconds, a lot of things can happen. Masyado kang pessimistic.
Hindi naman, optimistic ka.
Just kidding.
Pero again, look at that steal for Marikina after a timeout for San Juan. That's the tough break for San Juan.
You can see the body language of Coach Brit. Parang resigned to the fact that they're gonna come out with a loss here. Of course, coming off a timeout, unable to execute that was twice. The last 2 timeouts that they've had, they were unable to execute while Marikina, yung depensa talaga nila yung nagdala sa kanila dito sa fourth quarter, making all of those key stops.
Especially rin defending the paint for Lebron Escalante. And that to say, the forcing some turnovers against San Juan because of their intense defense. And that is a miss for Riley Paras. And another wide open miss. And that is game time. Marikina ending their 2-game losing skid. Finally, they are now 3-3 in the 16-under tournament. Meanwhile, San Juan gets their 3rd loss in the competition. What a game that we have for our 16-under division. That is the final score, 66-57.
Well, despite being undermanned, that's not an excuse here for San Juan. They actually were leading at the start of the 3rd quarter. But ito ngang Marikina able to outscore them 23-12 in that 4th quarter, making the key baskets and especially making those all of those big stops late in the game.
And that was a crucial play for Marikina. Again, 4th quarter lang sila lumamang doon pa, hindi na sila tumingin pa after that one. Pero sino nga ba ang ating player of the game? Let's turn it over to Richie Sandalang.
What a sweet victory for our Marikina Junior Shoemasters. We have here Senji Mestizo, our player of the game with 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Matanong ko lang, grabe, uhaw na uhaw nga kayong manalo at ma-bounce back from the 2 losses na nakuha nyo. Matanong ko lang, ano ang naging inspiration o nag-push sa inyo para galingan sa game na to?
Yung galing kaming talo last 2 games, siguro yun yung naging motivation para sa aming lahat.
Ano kaya ang sikreto ng team para maipatagumpay o mailamang natin yung last quarter natin?
Kalmado lang. Tsaka nakinig lang kami sa sistema na binigay ni Coach. Tapos nabuti na-apply naman na maayos sa loob ng Coach.
May mga gusto ka bang pasalamatan o batiin?
Unang-una nagpapasalamat ako kay God na binigay sa amin tong pangalawang panalo. Tapos binabati ko po yung mama ko, papa ko, yung Mestizo family, Buela family, Cruz family, Fernandez family, tapos yung mga tita ko sa ibang bansa. Sila Tita Bebang, Tita Karen, Tita Ona, Kuya Butchoy, tapos Kuya Edward, yon. Tapos sila mga pinsan ko, Ate Roma, Ate Glenir, tapos sila mga sila Allen, tapos shoutout po sa best friend ko, si Casey.
Ladies and gentlemen, our player of the game, Senji Mestizo, and also thank you for Don Benitos for providing a scrumptious Filipino delicacy to our player of the game, Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasaba. Back to you, Rowie and Coach Noy.
And once again, congratulations to Marikina Junior Shoemasters breaking their 2-game losing skid. But mga kaliga natin, stay tuned lang kasi coming up is our 18 under division between Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors versus Marikina Junior Shoemasters in the 18 under division. Once again, my name is Rowie Sacote. Together with me is Coach Noy Africa and Richie Sanggalang. And we'll see you guys in our next game. Peace!
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugo.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, pound for pound fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear, Wing Bowl, it's like coming home, Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior